tough when you talk to officials and I ask them, hey, we only shot 2 free throws. We only went to the free throw line twice up into the fourth quarter, and she tells me it's not her job. It's frustrating, and I don't give a damn if I get fined because that's cheap, and I am tired of
that moment right there. It's what everyone's talking about. The outrage. The demands for multi-game suspensions. The fierce debate over what many are calling one of the most blatantly disrespectful acts a professional athlete has shown toward their own coaching staff, and that's exactly where the league, and certain corners of the media, want your attention to stay. But like we always do, we're going to cut through the noise. Because you and I both understand the real story is rarely the one getting shouted from the rooftops. While social media and news outlets have been hyper-focused on Angel Reese's clipboard slap, they've completely overlooked the much bigger issue, an incident that quietly threatens to derail her entire season. And here's the twist, this one isn't up for debate. It's not going to a review board or subject to interpretation. It's black and white, printed word for word in the WNBA rulebook. A violation that automatically triggers a league-issued suspension. No grey area. No media spin. Just a countdown to something inevitable unless the trajectory changes fast. If you're here for that deeper story, if you're someone who values substance over distraction, show it by hitting that like button. It lets us know you're part of the crew that wants facts, not just clickbait headlines. Now let's break this down step by step. It all begins with the moment that started the firestorm, July 8th, during the Chicago Sky vs. Washington Mystics matchup. The game is tied with just under 30 seconds on the clock. The Sky call a timeout. And as Angel Reese heads toward the bench, this happens.
It's another day of the Angel Reese drama because she has simply smacked the clipboard out of an assistant coach's hands. Yes, now all of this went down during the Washington Mystics game. This happened on national television. Now, guys, I'm not one to blow up negativity, but Angel Reese is supposed to be leading young women and being a great example to girls and kids all over the world. Well, I'm here to tell you, she was not leading by example.
The person on the receiving end, Ann Crosby, the Chicago Sky's vice president of strength and conditioning. And in that split second, the controversy exploded. Was it a blatant act of disrespect? An emotional outburst from an immature player? Or simply a boiling over reaction from a fierce competitor worn down by constant losses? That's the debate the internet has been locked in for weeks. But if you're someone who's been following this story closely, especially on this channel, you probably already realize this was never really about a clipboard. That moment was just a symptom of something much deeper. A problem that's been simmering beneath the surface all season. And the signs? They've been hiding in plain sight. Because what we're actually witnessing is a growing frustration that's reached its breaking point. And no, this isn't just speculation. There's hard evidence to back it up. Just 2 days before the clipboard incident, following a tough loss to the Minnesota Lynx on July 6th, Angel Reese didn't hold back in a post-game press conference. She openly criticized the WNBA's officiating and made it clear that her patience had run out. She went scorched earth, and the warning signs were all there.
What are we doing? Part of her problem is she's got a severe lack of maturity, but she'd go on a blocking spree for anybody that's critical about her. You want to be critical about people being critical about you? How about you not acting like this? Because, yeah, people are going to destroy you.
I don't care if I get fined. Those were the words of a player clearly pushed to her limits. The pressure building around her is intense. The Chicago Sky have been on a downward spiral, dropping to a 5-13 record after their loss to the Mystics. Despite Angel Reese putting up historic numbers and continuing her record-breaking streak of 15 rebound games, the team still can't find a way to win. For someone who has experienced victory at every level, this kind of professional struggle is both new and infuriating. The constant losses don't just reflect on the scoreboard, they begin to wear down a player's mental and emotional edge. As many commentators have observed, that boiling frustration is now becoming visible in every part of her.
Hefty fine for publicly disrespecting a coach. I'm gonna be interested to see, will Tyler Marsh actually address this? Will the franchise actually address this? Or are they too scared of people that I believe are not actually basketball fans.
When it came to the infamous slap, most missed the real issue. It wasn't just about character, it was about math. People overlooked the numbers piling up behind the scenes, one technical at a time, numbers that have now cornered Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky in a situation governed by one very specific and brutally clear WNBA rule, yet barely anyone is discussing it. So let's break it down. Forget speculation. We're going straight to the facts laid out in the league's own rulebook, where the real story is buried. According to official WNBA regulations, any player who accumulates 8 technical fouls in the regular season is automatically suspended without pay for 1 game. No appeals, no reviews, no commissioner discretion. It's a firm, automatic consequence. And here's the game changer. After the July 6th matchup with the Minnesota Lynx, Angel Reese leads the league with 7 technical fouls. Yes, 7. That means she steps onto the court each night knowing that a single disagreement with an official, a single expression of frustration, could result in a mandatory suspension and lost income. That's the real crisis, not the clipboard. The slap was just an outburst of emotion, but these technicals are official, trackable signs of a deeper frustration. This has now put Reese, her coach, and the Sky in a no-win scenario. How can she maintain her trademark intensity and edge without risking it all? And this entire situation gets even murkier when you factor in the massive public narrative surrounding her. Reese isn't just battling opposing teams or her own emotions, she's also battling the spotlight, where every reaction is dissected and judged. This brings us to the uncomfortable conversation dominating social media, the comparison to Caitlin Clark. Deep dives into online threads reveal a widespread belief in a double standard, that if Clark had behaved the way Reese has, the punishment would have been immediate and far more severe.
That's the clipboard out the assistant coach hands. Just not a good look from Angel Reese as a basketball player. Just like I stated, man, she's supposed to be a leader among young women across the world. And this ain't showing very much leadership. I just gotta be honest here, dog. To me, this behavior that Angel Reese has been displaying is embarrassing to her, her team.
This is the heart of the public conversation. Does Angel Reese face a different standard, or at least a different kind of scrutiny? When she expresses frustration, it's often branded as a breakdown or emotional outburst. Meanwhile, similar behavior from others is praised as passion or competitive spirit. The media has shaped a contrasting image. Caitlin Clark as the composed, disciplined professional, and Reese as the intense, emotional spark plug. Fair or not, that's the environment Reese is navigating every time she steps on the court.
Reese unleashed a tirade on WNBA officials. Now, even though she was right in what she was saying, it was clear she was visibly frustrated. Following game on Tuesday, she's slapping a clipboard out of the hands of her strength and conditioning coach. To me, these are signs of a frustrated Barbie. These are signs of a Barbie that's tired of losing. You know, adversity exposes your true character. Losing exposes...
See that comment? It's a reflection of what's constantly circulating online. The immense pressure surrounding this situation isn't just affecting Angel Reese, it's putting the entire Chicago Sky franchise in a difficult position. Head coach Tyler Marsh is stuck managing a team that's already struggling, while his star player is one technical foul away from a mandatory suspension. How do you navigate that? Do you ask your top performer to tone down her intensity and stop battling for every call? It's a tactical dilemma with no simple solution, but the stakes go beyond just a one-game absence. A suspension automatically results in a forfeited paycheck. And beyond the court, there are quiet but significant conversations likely happening behind closed doors. Reese has massive endorsements, from a signature Reebok sneaker to being featured on the NBA 2K26 cover. Those multi-million-dollar deals often come with behavioral clauses. While the league weighs a single-game penalty, her sponsors may be evaluating whether the mounting controversy is starting to pose a risk to their brand image that wasn't the cause, it was a symptom. The deeper issue is a pattern of frustration, reflected in the 7 technical fouls Reese has accumulated this season. It's a progression of documented actions leading to an inevitable, rule-enforced outcome. The real question now isn't if she'll face suspension. It's when that 8th technical foul will land, so what's your perspective? Drop your take in the comments. Will Angel Reese pick up that 8th tech before the regular season wraps up? Yes or no? Let's see where the consensus lands. And if you value thoughtful breakdowns that cut through the media buzz to reveal the actual story, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. You'll be the first to catch our next deep dive. Know someone else who appreciates real analysis over clickbait? Share this video and help us grow a community that's focused on seeing the full picture.